What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. SJ Aviation HQ for another video here on the channel. This is the model review of the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 by Gemini200 wearing the West Coast Wonders livery, otherwise known as the Orca livery. Before we go any further into the video though, if you want to throw some more support onto this video and of course the channel, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up as it would help me out moving forward. And of course, if you are new to the channel, welcome to SJ Aviation HQ. We've got the viewing of model plane reviews, model plane unboxings, and of course airport updates. Go ahead and give a subscribe to the channel below, and also dim that bell icon to be notified for when future videos go out on this channel. So as mentioned, this is the model review of the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 wearing the Orca livery, the West Coast Wonders livery by Gemini200. Quite a rare occurrence for me to be doing a model review of a 1 to 200 scaled aircraft, as of course this channel is predominantly for the 1 to 400 scale section. Of course my airport is a 1 to 400 scale airport, but of course as you can see I do collect a 1 to 200 scale as well. I do have a few of them. I think I have about 18, maybe 20 aircraft in the scale. Of course I only really collect this scale for aircraft that I think are, quite special, for me. And of course, I really wanted to get this model in particular because of the livery. And of course, I am a massive fan of Alaska Airlines. If you want to go ahead and check out the model review I did of the Alaska Airlines Horizon Airlines Q400 by Gemini200 as well, go ahead and check out the card in the top right corner right about now. So yeah, moving along into this video, I'm going to read out some information about Alaska Airlines as an airline and this aircraft in general, and then we'll be taking a look at the box, and then after that I'll be showing you the model up close to the camera. So founded on April the 14th, 1932 as McGee Airways and commencing operations on June the 6th, 1944, Alaska Airlines is a major airline in the United States of America and is headquartered at SeaTac, Washington. It is the 6th largest airline in North America when measured by fleet size, scheduled passengers carried, and the number of destinations served. Alaska Airlines has its main hub at Seattle, Tacoma, which is where SeaTac is, and of course Alaska Airlines' route network spans to more than 115 destinations within the USA, Canada, Belize, Costa Rica, and Mexico. Alaska Airlines operates a mainline fleet consisting primarily of the Boeing 737 series of aircraft. According to planespotters.net, Alaska Airlines has a total fleet of 319 aircraft, including 199 Boeing 737s. This includes 14 737-700s, 61 737-800s, 12 of the 737-900s, 79 of the 737-900ERs, and 37 of the 737 MAX 9s, with 3 of the Boeing 737 MAX 9s soon to be delivered. Alaska Airlines joined the Oneworld Alliance on March the 31st, 2021. So going into some information about this aircraft now. The MSC number of this aircraft that we're looking at today is 44089. This aircraft's line number is 8163, which means this aircraft here was the 8,163rd aircraft to be rolled out at Boeing, of course that being a 737. This aircraft that we're looking at today is a Boeing 737 MAX 9, the third of the 4 variants of this 737 MAX family. Of course, the shortest one being the MAX 7, the MAX 8 being the more popular one around the world, the MAX 9, and then soon enough in the future, hopefully, if Boeing can get it certified, there will be the longest variant being the MAX 10. This aircraft performed its first flight on December the 17th, 2021. As of today, this aircraft is 1 year old. This aircraft here was built and produced at Renton in Seattle, or in the Seattle area. Of course, Renton Airport in general is one of the many airports in the Seattle metropolitan area. Of course, we have Renton, we've got Boeing Field, we've got Seattle Tacoma being the main international airport in the region. And of course, just north of Seattle, we have the Boeing Plainfield Airport in Everett. Of course, Everett being the one of the main areas of where Boeing is headquartered. Of course, the 787 production line is in South Carolina, in Charleston, but of course, Painfield is the main headquarters for where Boeing is located. And this airframe status is active, which means that aircraft is currently on the network operating with Alaska Airlines. So the registration of the aircraft that we're looking at today is November 932 Alpha Kilo. Again, it is a Boeing 737 MAX 9 that was delivered to Alaska Airlines on January the 5th, 2022. It is equipped with two CFM International LEAP 1 Bravo 28 engines and is painted into the West Coast Wonders livery, or otherwise known as the Orca livery, of this year. And of course, this aircraft here was ferried between Boeing Field and Anchorage in Alaska on January the 5th, 2022 on this delivery flight. So as mentioned, I got this this model based on the livery. Can't really remember when this, off the top of my head right now, when this aircraft was released in. Of course, I will put it in the bottom corner right about now. I believe it was in the October release for the Gemini200 section of that release, but I mainly got this one, as I mentioned, for based around the livery. I did want to get the 400 scale version of it as well, but of course, as my airport is located in New Zealand at the moment, it probably wouldn't have made much sense. But I think I did really want to get it in the bigger scale anyway. So this aircraft here, actually, it was the result of the purchase of this aircraft. It actually was the result of the transaction with the Lufthansa cargo that arrived a couple of months ago. That I unboxed on the channel. Go ahead and check out the card in the top right corner leading to that video. That aircraft arrived with a dislodged tail fin. I bought this one from my hobby house in Malaysia. Of course, had a pretty interesting time sorting out ways to get that Lufthansa Cargo 777 replaced. Of course, I have not yet managed to find another Lufthansa Cargo 777 freighter yet in the 400 scale side of things. And of course, my hobby house gave me a coupon code, and I bought this model here, the MAX 9, with that coupon code. My bad. So it made it a lot cheaper. I think I saved about 75 New Zealand dollars off that deal. I can't really remember what the difference was. I think it was about there. I will put the price I paid of this model at the bottom of the screen now to give you guys that information. Right, so let's go ahead and look at this box. As you can see, it is absolutely massive. I'm quite zoomed out at the moment. But of course, here we have the gold Gemini200 titles here. Very, very nice indeed. Here we have the Alaska Airlines logo. Here we have the up close 2D rendering of the 737 MAX 9 wearing this absolutely gorgeous livery. I am a huge fan of the killer whale, the Orca. Probably another reason why I got this livery, this model, to be honest. Here we have it saying that it is a 1:20 scale die-cast model aircraft, and on here we have the Boeing 737 MAX 9 trademark Boeing titles and the item number G2 ASA 1089 or Golf 2 Alpha Sierra Alpha 1089. As you can see, the box is pretty beaten up. This is just how it arrived. Not too sure why it arrived in this condition. Usually Gemini200 boxes or models come with the plastic bag that the models come in, and this one didn't come in a plastic bag. It just came in a box and bubble wrap. Here we have the Gemini200 logo on the bottom panel of the box. On the right panel, I believe this is the Gemini200 logo again. There is the item number and the scale of the aircraft. There is the the 2D rendering of the aircraft again and the 737 MAX 9 titles. On the back panel we have, the top panel we have the Gemini200 logo again, some warning information and the barcode there, very nice. And on the left panel we have the same details that were on the right panel. On the bottom panel we have the Gemini200 logo in gold as well. As real as it gets, this is basically the underside of every other 1 to 400 scale boxes, but this is a black background and gold text. Nicely detailed information about what Gemini jets do. On this side we have the social handles of Gemini jets, their Facebook, Instagram and their Twitter, and of course their website. Go ahead and check them out if you haven't done so already. Below here we have the trademark titles for Boeing and the Alaska Airlines trademark licensing as well. Very nice, and this aircraft was released in 2022, and of course Las Vegas, Nevada is where Gemini Jets is based in. Now in the box, if we just undo this hinge here and lift this up, this is where the aircraft would be sitting in, and of course it's not sitting in here at the moment. As you can see, that's where the aircraft would sit in. In that area there is where the landing gear would be sitting, and of course I will just show you what came in the box just now before we go ahead and check out the model. So what comes in this box here, we have the landing gear. This is the landing gear that can be stuck into the magnetic areas where the landing gear go into. But this is the gears that are to replicate when the gears are retracted. Of course, I've got the landing gear on the aircraft that are to be extended, and of course this model comes with a stand. As of course, to me it makes more sense to put a 1 to 20 scaled aircraft on a stand rather than a 400 scale one anyway. I did try to put these into a stand, but it is really difficult. I'm not going to put this model on the stand anyway. I'm not going to try and break my fingers putting them in. So that is basically the information about the aircraft and the airline out of the way and the showcasing of the box. So let's go ahead and check out this model. And here is the absolutely stunning West Coast Wonders Orca Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 by Gemini200, looking absolutely gorgeous indeed. This shot of the aircraft does not show how massive this aircraft is. It is actually bigger than I was expecting it. Of course, I unboxed this model off camera, of course, without doing an unboxing or a live stream on Instagram or YouTube, as of course this the package that this model arrived in did arrive quite late in the evening, so I thought it's probably better to just do the unboxing off camera. But of course, I am doing the model review of it today, so I'm very, very happy to be doing this model for you guys. This model review of it. As mentioned, this aircraft here was purchased a few weeks ago now. I believe this was in the October or November releases. I'm not quite sure. Again, I will put it in the bottom corner again just to remind you guys. So in this portion of the video, I'm going to showcase this aircraft up close to the camera, trying my best to hold this aircraft, as of course it is quite heavy as well. Showing you all the aspects of this aircraft and giving you some information along the way about each of the components on board this aircraft. So let's go ahead and dive in straight into the model review. So zooming in even further into the aircraft here and getting this aircraft into the shot. Here we have the absolutely stunning 737 MAX of this Alaska Airlines livery. Very, very beautiful indeed. Here we have at the end of the aircraft here, right in the middle of the shot, that is the nose cone. Inside the nose cone would be the weather radar. That is a component on board the aircraft that has the purpose to detect storms along the flight path and to give the pilots a visual indication of rainfall intensity and the possibility of turbulence. This enables the crew to navigate around any potential hazardous areas along the assigned flight plan for the flight. And behind that we see some pitot tubes there. So the pitot tube is a component on board that measures fluid flow velocity, and below that we have the angle of attack. That offers a visual indication of the amount of lift the wings are generating at a given airspeed or angle of bank. And here we have the wonderful nose cockpit there, the cockpit windows there, and 932. That is the numbers in the registration. Of course, November 3 and 932 Alpha Kilo. And we see some wonderfully detailed window wipers there. There is the Boeing, proudly all Boeing titles there. Of course, Alaska Airlines do have Airbus aircraft in their fleet at the moment. There's the nose gear that did come with this aircraft. As you can see, it is magnetic, as of course it does come out, as you can see. And just pop it back in. Very nice. There is the L1 boarding door of this aircraft. Of course, the L1 boarding door on the 737 is the main boarding door. And of course, there is the welcome aboard titles there. And below that, we see the One-World logo. Of course, Alaska Airlines joined the One World Alliance on March 31st, 2021, as mentioned earlier in the video. Moving down of this aircraft, we can see the massive Alaska Airlines typeface there, the branding of the aircraft. Very, very nice indeed. And we see the cabin windows as well. Below the aircraft, we can see the first antenna on this aircraft, looking absolutely gorgeous indeed. Moving down, we're having a look inside the number 1 engine. The Leap 1 Bravo 82 engine, I believe it was, or what the 28 engine. It was the Leap 1 Bravo 28 engine. My bad. Here we have the look at the fan blades there, looking absolutely nice indeed. There is the landing light right in the middle of the shot. If I'm able to just focus on it for you guys, there it is. Looking very nice. It's very hard to hold this model with one hand. The engines are very nice indeed. Of course, this design did come from the Dreamliner series. Of course, the Dreamliner series has the chevrons on the back of the nacelle. Looking very nice indeed. I'm trying my best to focus on this for you guys. There is the nice looking livery of this aircraft. Very, very beautiful. As you can see, the cartoon going down of the Orca, looking very nice indeed, going down the fuselage there. There is the beacon light on the top of the aircraft there, and there's another antenna moving down the aircraft. There is the SATCOM on the top of the aircraft that provides the IFE inflight entertainment on board each of the seats, at the back of behind each seat. There is the emergency exit of this aircraft and moving down the wing, looking very, very nice indeed. There is the winglet, I guess, of the 737 MAX series. It looks very nice. Of course, I have seen the MAX aircraft in person. There was a Fiji Airways MAX 8. I think it was Delta Quebec Foxtrot Alpha Foxtrot was the last one I saw. And there's the two wing lights there. Of course, there's the navigation light on the end of the wing. Of course, the strobe lights are also on the wing there. And there's the other side of the wing there. That's what the interior of the winglet looks like. Very cool. As mentioned, this is the West Coast Wonders Orca livery. Looking absolutely gorgeous. The one thing that I kind of dislike about this livery is how you can see right in the middle of the shot where the picture of the Orca or killer whale on the tail fin is, the crop mark of it. I kind of feel like had they put this Orca cartoon onto the tail fin, it would have looked a whole lot better rather than having a image of a real life killer whale. But that's just how they wanted to do it, and it still looks very nice indeed anyway. Here is the registration, November 932 Alpha Kilo, or N932AK. There is the flag of the USA, United States of America. There is another antenna on the top of the fuselage. And at the rear of the aircraft here, we can see the APU, abbreviated for the auxiliary power unit. And here we have the elevator of this aircraft. There is the tail light that illuminates light onto the tail fin during night operations to give a visual indication to the ATC about who the operator is on operating the aircraft. So in this case, the operator of the aircraft would be Alaska Airlines. Also gives a visual indication to other pilots in the vicinity of an airport, and of course provides marketing to anyone within or without or around an airfield. To perhaps help make a decision of whether they should fly Alaska Airlines or not, or any airline that is around the airfield. Very nice indeed. This model is absolutely heavy, so I'm going to do my best to show you guys the other side of the aircraft. Here we have the right hand side of the aircraft, so the door on this side will be the R1 door, and on the rear of the aircraft we have the R2 door. The only differences on this side of the aircraft, we have the forward baggage compartment just here, and the rear baggage compartment just there, and then we have another little door just there. Not too sure what that is on the bottom of the aircraft there. Try to focus on it, that right there. If anyone can comment below and let me know what that is, let me know below. There we have the tail skid of the 737, very nice. Here is this side's look of the winglet just here, very cool. There is the number 2 engine. Let's just look into that one just for a moment, if I can get it to focus. Very cool. Very, very nice indeed. On the bottom of the aircraft, if I can just get this aircraft handled properly, as it is very, very heavy as mentioned. Here we have the MAX 9 titles to help, I guess, people that are on the ground to signify the aircraft type. There is the bottom of the nose gear, of course the gears do roll. There are the underside of the bottom antenna and the forward baggage compartment. There are some air vents just there. The stand hole for when you want to put the stand. There is the dual beacon light. That's where the gears would fold into when being retracted. There's the Gemini Jets logo there. Here is the underside of the wing, looking absolutely nice indeed. The detail of this aircraft, the flaps and the slats, is absolutely unreal. Very, very cool. This model will go very, very nicely next to my Alaskan Q400. There are some more antennas on the bottom of the aircraft, looking very cool. And here is the entryway of the APU. One thing I did notice is that this beacon light is not actually centered. I'm not too sure if that's something to do with the 737, but do let me know why this beacon light isn't actually centered in the middle of the aircraft. Or it may just be the way that I'm looking at it, I'm not too sure. But this aircraft is absolutely gorgeous. Really looking forward to enjoying having this one up on my collection piece of where the other 1-20 scale aircraft I have are. Of course, I don't have all of them displayed, of course. One thing I don't like collecting about, collecting the joys of being on the highway. One thing about collecting 1-20 scale aircraft that I don't enjoy is, of course, the space that they take up, and the overall price of them as well. But of course, you get the detail, the unreal detail that we don't see on a 1-400 scale aircraft. Of course, that will do it for the main part of this video. Of course, the model review of the Gemini200 Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 wearing this absolutely stunning Orca livery, otherwise known as the West Coast Wonders livery. If you did enjoy what you saw, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, comment what you thought below about this model, and if you've got it in your collection. If you haven't got this model in your collection, go ahead and get it right now, as of course I would highly recommend it in your collection. And of course, go ahead and share this video to your friends or anyone who may be interested in checking out this video, and of course the channel as well. If you want to throw some more support on my other social platforms, I do have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have a new website for my airport, and of course coming very soon to the social realm will be my Patreon account for Airship Productions. So do look out for that. Of course, all of those links that I just mentioned will be in the description below. If you want to, of course, the main Instagram page being the airport page will be the top link. Of course, that's where I showcase images of all of my aircraft, all of my models, and of course 1 to 400 scale and some of my 200 scale aircraft as well. That's of course where I host live streams of unboxings and releases when the releases are released. And of course that is where I showcase all of the ins and outs of the social media rounds of where I'm active on, YouTube. Soon to be announcing the launch of my website, the next update, and of course my new billboard for the 2023 calendar year, and the launch of my new Patreon account that will be coming very soon. So if you want to be updated of when all of those are to be announced, go ahead and give some support on the Instagram account. The website is going to be launching very, very soon. The next update of that website. The link is in the description below. But of course, if you want to view that website with the utmost professional viewing, go ahead and view it via a PC or a laptop. As of course, the website is not yet professionally viewable via a mobile phone or an iPhone or a Samsung. So you go ahead and check it out via a PC or a laptop. And coming very soon, as I mentioned, will be the Patreon account for the Airship Productions branding. Of course, Airship Productions is the main whole brand of everything I do social media wise, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, and of course Facebook and Twitter. So that's where you could possibly help me out even further moving forward into the growth of this channel, and of course my Instagram page as well. I have a great bunch of projects coming in very soon, including the expansion of this airport, my model airport. So do stay tuned to my Instagram page for when that Patreon account will be launched. So that will do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Comment what you thought below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ding that bell icon to be notified for when videos go live on this channel. If some more model reviews coming in very soon, including the model review of the Azul A330-900 Neo by Phoenix Models, and of course the British Airways 787-8 by Gemini Jets. They will be coming very soon to the channel. Ding that bell icon, as I mentioned, for when those videos go live. Share this video to your friends, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you're located around the world. If you did enjoy this video and you want to view some more, on the left hand side soon enough would be my most recent video on this channel. On the right hand side would be the 4 plays of model reviews I've done so far on the channel. In the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.